ninth, right? So what are irrational numbers? Okay, addition and subtraction of irrational numbers, multiplication. But here you need to prove the given number is irrational. Okay, in class 10th you need to prove, you will be given some number, you might be given root 2, root 3 and root 5. Okay, root 2, root 3 and root 5. Okay, you will be given certain numbers. Here you need to prove that these numbers are irrational. Okay, you need to prove these numbers are irrational, right? So before that, okay, to prove the given numbers are irrational, you need to know this theorem number 3. Okay, theorem number 3. Write down this one. Let P be a prime number. Let P be a prime number. Let P be a prime. Let P be a prime number if P divides a square, if P divides a square, then P divides, okay, P divides A. Okay, if P divides a square, then P divides A, where A is a positive integer. Okay, where A is a positive integer. Where A is a positive integer. So this one is important. Theorem number 3. Okay. So proof is not there. Okay. Proof is not required. You don't get proof of this theorem in the exam. Okay. So but you need to remember this statement. Let P be a prime number. Let P be a prime number if P divides a square. Okay. So see here. So P is some prime number. If P divides a square, मतलब क्या? A square divided by P. Okay. A square divided by P. So this P divides a square completely. Okay. When you cancel out these two, you will get 1 here. Right? P divides a square completely. Okay. If P divides a square completely, then this P will definitely divide A completely. Okay. So try to understand this one. If P divides a square, then P will divide A. Okay. You can take an example. For example, let me take 6 square. Okay. 6 square and then 3. 3 is a prime number, yes or no? Okay. So what is 6 square? 6 into 6 divided by 3. 3 ones are, 3 twos are. So we will get 12 here. Okay. So this 3 divides 6 square completely. 3 divides 6 square completely. Okay. If 3 divides 6 square completely, then what? Then
then 6 also divides 3.
Not 3 divides 3 divides 6. 3 ones are, 3 twos are. Okay. You will get 2 here. Always take any number. Okay. Take any number. If 3 divides a square, then definitely 3 will divide a. Okay. Any other example? Any other example? Fast.
So 5 square upon 5.
Okay, 5 square upon 5. Or you can take 12 square. Let me take 12 square upon some prime number 2. Okay, 12 square upon 2. So we will get prove root 2 is irrational. Okay, is irrational. Prove that root 2 is irrational. Right? Proof. Okay, listen carefully. Important hai. This is the favorite question of examiner. Whoever set the question paper, you can go through the previous year question paper, midterm question paper, unit test. Okay, so definitely will find this question. Root 2, root 3, root 5, either one of these. Prove that root 2 is a irrational. Okay, 3 marks or 4 marks. Prove root 3 is an irrational. Prove root 5 is an irrational. Okay, so just remember the steps. Okay, to prove, let us assume the opposite or contrary. You can say contrary or opposite. What is that? Let us assume opposite. Let us assume the opposite, that is root 2 is rational. Okay, we need to assume opposite to that or contrary to the given statement. In the given statement, we need to prove that root 2 is irrational. Okay, to prove root 2 is irrational. So, but here what I am assuming is root 2 is a rational number, right? If root 2 is rational number, okay, hence root 2 can be written as root 2 can be written as or can be written in the form of a by b. Let me take a by b. You can take p by q, a by b, okay, any numbers. Okay, let me take a by b. Okay, so let me follow whatever the steps given in your textbook. Okay, then here it is taken as a by b. Hence root 2 can be written in the form of a by b, where a and b are co-prime. What is co-prime? No common factor other than 1. No common factor other than 1. Hence root 2 is equal to a by b. Any doubts still here? Any doubts?
So no.
Root 2 is equal to a by b. So we assume that root 2 is rational number. So I wrote this root 2 as a by b, where a and b are the co-prime numbers. Okay. So here the only common factor is 1. Shreya?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts still here?
No, sir.
Okay. So what is the next step? Anyone? What is the next step?
Sir, we must take b to left hand side.
Okay. Or you can first square. Okay. Squaring both the sides. So what we get if I square both the sides? Root 2 whole square is equal to a by b whole square. Yes or no? Root 2 whole square is equal to a by b whole square. What is root 2 whole square? 2 is equal to a square by b square. Fine. Root 2 is equal to a square by b square, or you can write it as 2 into b square is equal to a square. 2 into b square is equal to a square. Yes or no? Okay, or you can write it as b square is equal to a square by 2. Okay, just change these two numbers. Take this b square here and then take this 2 in the denominator. So b square is equal to a square by 2. So what is the meaning of this equation or expression? B square is equal to a square by 2. 2 divides a square. 2 divides a square. Okay. So if 2 divides a square, 2 will divide a also. If 2 divides a square, then 2 will divide a also. this statement is important. Okay, this one is from that theorem number 3. This one is from theorem number 3. Okay, p divides a square, then p divides a. So here p is a prime number, here 2 is a prime number, here 2 is a prime number. If 2 divides a square, then 2 will divide a. Any doubts still here? Any doubts still here?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, hence we can say a by 2, because 2 divides a by 2 is equal to c. I can write, right? A by 2 is equal to c. See, I will give some example here. Okay, so a square is divisible by 2, or 2 divides a square. So here my a is 6 square divided by 2. 2 divides 6 square. So what is the answer? How much will get here? 6 into 6 divided by 2, 18. Okay, if 2 divides 6 square, then 2 will divide 6 also. 2 ones are 2 threes are 3, right? Yes or no? Any doubts here in this example? If 2 divides 6 square, then definitely 2 will divide 6. Okay, so here this 18, whatever the 18 you get here, this 18 is equal to this b square. This b square is your 18. Okay, so this 3 is your c, right? So here we are not taking a specific values. Here we are taking general terms like a and b. And similarly, what I will take, as a is divisible by 2, or a, this 2 divides a. If this 2 divides a, then there must be some quotient. If 2 divides a, matlab, what is the meaning of 2 divides a? Matlab 2 into some number is a, right? 2 into some number is a. So here that number is c. 2 into c is a. Yes or no? We can write this one as a is equal to 2 into c. 2 into some number is equal to a. Any doubts? We'll solve 2 to 3 problems. Okay, समझ में आ जाएगा. Just remember the steps. So a is equal to 2c. Fine. Now, okay, taking one sec. Okay, 2 divides c square. And then here this statement. Okay, just compare these two or this one. A is equal to 2c. A is equal to 2c. So can I replace this a here? Substitute this a value in this equation. You can take this one as 1. Okay, and here this one is 2. Okay, so substitute this 2 in equation 1. Substitute this 2 in equation 1. What do we get? If I substitute this 2 in 1, I will get 2 into b square is equal to, what is a? A is 2c whole square. Yes or no? This equation 1. Equation 1, 2b square is equal to a square. So keep this 2b square as it is. Keep 2b square as it is. Replace a by 2c. Then you will get 2c whole square. So which is equal to 2b square, 4c square. Yes or no? Okay. Can I write b square is equal to, 2c square? Any doubts? B square is equal to 2c square. So what is the meaning of this? B square is equal to 2c square. 2 into some number. 2 into some number is equal to b square. So 2 divides b square. 2 because 2 into some number is b square, hence we can say 2 divides b square. If 2 divides b square, then definitely 2 divides b. Yes or no? Again same. If 2 divides a square, 2 will divide a. So here 2 divides b square and then 2 will divide b. Okay, copy this one. Copy and ask me if you got any doubts. Obviously, it will take time. From where?
2b square is equal to 2c the whole square.
Okay, see here. So here we got 2b square is equal to a square, right? 2b square is equal to a square. So here in this step, I replaced this a by 2c. So when I replace this a by 2c, then you will get 2c whole square. So which is 4c square. Okay, we have this 2 here. If I take it in the denominator, then 2 ones are 2 twos are. So we'll get 2 here. So b square is equal to 2c square. So b square is equal to 2c square. 2 into some number is equal to b square. So 2 divides b square. 2 divides again, see here. Together these two. This and this one both are same. 2 into b square is equal to a square. 2 into b square is equal to a square. So here I took 2 divides a square. 2 divides a square. Then 2 will divide a. So similarly here 2 divides b square. 2 divides b square because 2 into some number is b. 2 into some number is b square. So 2 divides b square and then 2 will divide b. Okay. So 2 divides both a and b, right? 2 divides both a and b. Hence 2 is a common factor. 2 is a common factor of a and b. 2 is a common factor of a and b, right? Therefore a and b are, as per this statement, a and b are not co-prime. A and b can't be co-prime, right? Because 2 is a common factor here. If 2 is a common factor, then definitely a and b are not co-prime. Hence, okay, our assumption is, as per this statement, as per the above statement, our assumption is wrong. Okay, and as per the above statement, our assumption is wrong. Okay, what we assumed was, okay, we thought that a and b are the co-prime numbers. Okay, they don't have any common factors here, right? But here this a and b is having 2 as a common factor. 2 as a common factor, right? So you need to conclude this one as our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. By contradiction, a root 2 is irrational. Okay, by contradiction, a root 2 is irrational. Fine. Okay, copy this one. I will explain it again. Copy this one. Just remember the steps. Initially it is difficult to understand. Okay, if you are good with the basic concepts, right? Okay, division का जो basics रहता है ना, okay, not just division. Okay, if you are given two numbers, okay, dividing those two numbers, वो नहीं, मतलब basics. Okay, what are the common factors? Okay, when a given number divides some other number. Okay, so if you have clarity over that, then you can understand this one easily. Otherwise, you need to by heart this one. Root 2, root 3, root 5. Important questions. So definitely we'll get these questions in the exam. Fine, copy it. Okay, so what is the first step? When you prove a given number is an irrational, when you prove given number is an irrational, what is your first step? We need to
Sir, we need to assume that number is rational.
First step is, let's assume the given number is a rational number. We'll assume the given number is a rational number. That is the first step. Okay. If the given number is rational number, then it can be expressed in the form of a by b. If the given number is rational number, then we can express it in the form of a by b. Okay. Where a and b are some integers. A and b are some integers and b is not equal to 0. Okay. So as per the definition of a rational number. So here in this case, this a and b are co-prime, right? A and b are co-prime. After simplification, you got this a and b. After simplifying, you got this a and b. So a and b are co-prime numbers. So they don't have any common factor other than 1. Okay. So this was my assumption till here, right? But when I took root 2 is equal to a by b and squared on both the sides, okay, taking root 2 is equal to a by b after squaring on both the sides, what we got is 2b square is equal to a square. See on the screen. Okay. So what is the meaning of this statement? 2b square is equal to a square. 2 divides a square. Okay. This one is important. Okay. Just remember this one. If 2b square is equal to a square, the meaning of this equation is 2 divides a square. Yes or no? 2 into b square is a square. Matlab 2 into 3 is equal to a square. Understand ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋ ಏನು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? 2 into b square is equal to a square. 2 into some number. Okay? 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Okay? 2 into 4 is equal to 8. Right? So what is the meaning of this 2 into 3 is equal to 6?
Excuse me, sir.
Krupa. Kalani.
Sir, can I leave after?
Okay.
Sir, network problem हो रहा है sir. बहुत जोर से बारिश है इसलिए.
Okay, fine. You can leave. Okay. See here. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. If 2 into 3 is equal to 6, then 2 divides 6. Yes or no? 2 divides 6 completely. Similarly, 2 into 4 is equal to 8. So 2 divides 8 completely. Right? So similarly, 2 into b square is equal to a square. This b square and a square are some numbers. Okay? B square and a square are some numbers. Okay? So if 2 into b square is equal to a square, then this 2 divides this b square. Okay? 2 divides b square. So as per the theorem number 3, as per theorem 3, if 2 divides a square, then 2 will divide a. If 2 divides a square, then 2 will divide a. This is from theorem number 3. Okay? Hence, we can say that if 2 divides a, then a by 2 is some number again, quotient, or you can write a is equal to 2 into c. Matlab 2 into some number is a, because 2 divides A. 2 divides A. So in the next step, what I will do, I will take this A is equal to 2C and substitute in the first equation. I will take A is equal to 2C and substitute that in the first equation. So what I will get? 2B square is equal to 2C whole square. 2B square is equal to 2C whole square. So after that you will get 2B square is equal to 4C square. 2B square is equal to 4C square. After simplification you will get B square is equal to 2C square. So again B square is equal to 2C square, matlab 2 into some number is equal to B square. So you can take 2 divides this B square. 2 divides B square. If 2 divides B square, then definitely 2 divides B. 2 divides B square, 2 divides B. Okay. So now 2 divides both A and B. 2 is a common factor. As 2 divides both A and B, 2 is a common factor here. But we assume that there are no common factors for this A and B. So this is contrary to our assumption. This statement is contradicting with our assumption. Okay, if this statement is contradicting with our assumption, then our assumption is wrong. Okay, whatever we assumed is wrong. What we assumed? We assumed that root 2 is rational number. So this statement contradicts our assumption. So we can say that root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is irrational. Understood? Okay, tell me frankly, how many of you understood this? How many of you understood? At least one or two? No?
So ನಂಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
Okay, one. Others? At least 50%. If not the whole thing, at least 50%.
Yes, sir.
ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೆಸರು ಅನ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ at least 50%. Okay, which one is difficult to understand here? Which part? मतलब कहाँ confuse कहाँ हो रहा है? Which one? Where exactly?
So this right hand.
Okay, right part. Okay, oh fine. So what I will do? You copied this one? You copied?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so fine. So let me move to the next slide. So I will take one more number, root 5. Okay, just listen, just listen. Okay, so don't write anything. See, just listen and watch the screen. Don't write anything. Okay, so here to prove. Let me take root 5. To prove root 5 is irrational. Okay, we need to prove root 5 is an irrational number, right? Proof. Okay, so proof क्या रहेगा? Steps will remain same. We'll follow the same steps. So what are those? First, assume root 2 as is a irrational. Let's assume root 5 is rational. First step, any doubts? Let's assume root 5 is irrational. Okay, so once you assume root 5 is rational, then root 5 can be written as a by b, right? Root 5 can be written as a by b. Okay, where a and b are co-prime. Where a and b are co-prime. So a and b don't have any common factors. A and b don't have any common factors, right? So after that, squaring both the sides. Okay, squaring both sides. What you will get? root 5 whole square is equal to a by b whole square. Okay, this will give 5 is equal to a square by b square, or 5 into b square is equal to a square. Any doubts still here?
No, sir.
How many of you understood till this step?
Sir, understood.
How many of you understood?
Sir, understood.
Sir, understood.
Anyone got doubts, confusion? सर स्टार्टिंग के स्टेप्स में ही कंफ्यूज हो रहा है सर मेरे को. Anyone? No. So all of you understood till here. Okay. So next, anyone? What is the next step? What is the next step after this? What is the next step? Five into b square is equal. 5 into b square is equal to a square. 5 into b square is equal to a square. See here. If 5 into b square is equal to a square, anyone? No. 5 divides a square. 5 divides a square. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ b square is equal to ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಾ? b square is equal to a square by 2 ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ? So, sorry, 5. 2 ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತಿಲ್ಲ? Okay. b square is equal to a square by 5. So, a square by 5. What is a square by 5? 5 divides a square. Yes or no? Okay, leave this b square. Okay, leave this b square. B square is not important here. Okay, you need to just concentrate on a and 5. A square by 5. What is the meaning of a square by 5? 5 divides a square. Yes or no? 5 divides a square. Okay. If 5 divides a square, then 5 divides a. Theorem number 3 idna madidvalla. If 5 divides any number, if some prime number divides a square, then that same number will divide a. Yes or no? This step, theorem number 3. If some prime number divides a square, then the same prime number will divide a. Square number divide ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ obviously ಏನು divide ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. a ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದೆ? Some number. It might be 6 square, it might be 10 square, it might be 20 square, 15 square. Okay, if 5 divides a square, then 5 divides a. Fine. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, from this statement, okay, 5 divides a. See, 5 divides a square. 5 divides a square. So, how we got this 5 divides a square? From this, yes or no? 5 divides a square. We got this from this. Okay. So, what is the contrary to that? Theorems आते हैं ना? If circles chapter में theorems थे ना, even 9th standard. So I got this statement from this. So from this statement, can I take 5 divides a? So a by 5, because 5 divides a by 5 can be written as c. See here, a square by 5 is equal to b square. So 5 divides a square. If 5 divides a, can we take a by 5 is equal to c? Some number, some c value. Yes or no? Okay, so from this you will get a is equal to 5c. A is equal to 5c. So now substitute this for a is equal to 5c. Substitute this a is equal to 5c in this equation. substitute a is equal to 5c in this equation. So you will get 5b square is equal to 5c whole square. 5b square is equal to 5c whole square. So 5b square is equal to 25c square. Okay, or b square is equal to 5c square. Okay, b square is equal to 5c square. So again, b square is equal to 5c square. B square divided by 5 is equal to c square. Okay, so 5 divides what? 5 divides b square. If 5 divides b square, then 5 divides what? B. If 5 divides b square, then definitely 5 will divide b. So again from this statement, 5 divides b. So what I will do? 5 divides b. Okay. Compare this statement. This 5 divides b, and then 5 divides a. Okay. So 5 divides b, and then 5 divides a. 5 is a common factor. 5 is a common factor for a and b. 5 is a common factor for a and b because 5 divides b and then 5 divides a. 5 divides b and then 5 divides a. Yes or no? Okay. Fine. So now 5 is a factor of a and b. 5 is a common factor of a and b. Therefore, a and b are not co-prime. A and b are not co-prime. Hence, our assumption is wrong. Hence, our assumption is wrong. Hence, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, root 5 is irrational. Therefore, root 5 is irrational. Okay. So, this was our assumption, right? Root 5 is equal to a by b. A and b are co-prime. But here we got 5 is a common factor. So, which these two statements contradicts? These two statements, whatever we assumed and whatever you got here. And these two statements contradicts. Hence, our assumption is wrong. So, root 5 is irrational number. Okay, copy this one. Hence, root 5 is irrational number. Okay, so just go through these two problems after the class. Okay, just go through these two problems after the class. If you still can't understand, okay, no need to worry. We'll solve it in the offline class. Okay, otherwise और एक बार solve करेंगे in the online class itself. Fine. I know मतलब not just you guys. Okay, whoever does these problems for the first time, okay, it is very difficult to understand. मतलब कुछ logics नहीं है इसमें. Okay, just you have this, you don't have numbers also. Okay, just a, b and c. This divides this divides that. Okay, so this is a common factor. I know like initially it is difficult to understand. Okay, but if you solve few more problems, then you will be used to these steps. 5 divides a square, 5 divides a. Okay, 5 is a common factor for both, because 5 divides b square and then 5 divides b. As 5 divides a and b, okay, so we can say 5 divides 10 and 5 divides 15. Yes or no? 5 divides 10 and then 5 divides 15. So 5 is a common factor of 10 and 15. 5 is a common factor of 10 and 15. So are 10 and 15 co-prime numbers? 10 and 15 co-prime numbers? Yes or no? 10 and 15 co-prime numbers, huh? Howda Allah? Yes or no?
No, sir.
10 and 15 are not co-prime numbers. Howda? So that contradicts. That is a contradiction. Okay. So similar here, 5 is a common factor on a and b, which is not possible because a and b are co-prime numbers. Starting ಏನು assume ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, we assume that a and b are co-prime numbers. Okay, they don't have any common factors. But here we got 5 is a common factor. ಹೌದಾ? Because our assumption itself is wrong, right? We can't take root 5 as a rational number. Our assumption itself is wrong. So definitely we'll get a contradiction because we assumed something wrong. We all know that root 5 is an irrational number. We all know that root 5 is an irrational number. But here we are just proving that. Okay, अभी हमको prove करना है. Okay, so what? Okay, initially I don't know that root 5 is an irrational number. Okay, let's assume that we don't know root 5 is an irrational number. So if you don't know that root 5 is an irrational number, so what you assume, okay, it might be a rational number. हो सकता है. Okay, root 5 rational number हो सकता है. So what I did, I took root 5 as a rational number, and if I took it as a rational number, so then root 5 can be written as a by b, and then I did squaring on both the sides. Okay, I did some calculation and simplification, but later what I got is which contradicts our assumption. Okay, so our assumption is wrong.
Sir, this proving and all, is it applicable somewhere like in our day-to-day life?
Okay, but not exactly day-to-day life, but this all, okay, this proof, this division logic, this all is used in your what is that software develop. Whenever you develop some softwares, right? Okay, whenever you develop some softwares, before that they will write some coding. Okay, so when they write some codings, so while writing those coding, these all logic is required. Okay, so all the apps, whatever the apps, you calculator, you know how this calculator works. You just give some numbers and that will give you an answer. How is it possible? Who does all that calculation? Here, for example, okay, you will write 2 into 5 plus 5, whatever, some numbers, some random operation, you will give it to the calculator, okay, and you will get the answer. So anyone thought how you get that answers? How is it possible for a calculator to calculate all those complicated numbers? So anyone thought of this? How is it possible for a computer? How is it possible for a computer or any software, okay, to calculate all those complicated numbers, all the complicated sums? Okay, so while designing or while making that particular app or a particular calculator, okay, these all will be designed in that software. Okay, so it takes a lot of time to design any calculator or any software. Okay, जितने भी सॉफ्टवेयर है ना, I mean like जितने भी apps, you can say, let's leave software, apps तुम्हारे मोबाइल में है ना, जितने भी apps, okay, how those apps are made, you know. Let me take Facebook itself, okay, Facebook, Instagram, or even Flipkart, Amazon, how these apps are made. So before making those apps, okay, they will do some coding work. Okay, what is that? What exactly is coding? So in that coding, okay, these all division, multiplication, this common factors, everything is used. Okay, ऐसा नहीं कि जो भी तुम लोग पढ़ रहे this is not of any use. Okay, you will use this one definitely. Fine. Polynomials. Okay, you take some random numbers, right? You take some variables, you take unknown numbers, how to operate those numbers. Okay, that all is required while designing a software. Okay, so if you don't have clarity over this basic concept, okay, if you go for engineering or PU में बहुत complicated होगा तुम लोगों को. Okay, fine. Copy this one. Okay, next one. Question number 2 from the third exercise. Question number 2 from the third exercise. Okay, what is that? Prove that 3 plus 2 root 5, prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Okay, proof. Anyone? What is the first step? Just give a try. Okay, here I need to prove that.
Assuming 3 root 5 is rational.
Okay, that's it. We have to. Okay, so first thing is assume root 3 plus 2 root 5 as rational. Okay, let's assume 3 plus 2 root 5 as rational. Okay, then 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to a by b. Yes or no? देखो same steps will repeat. Take any rational number, any irrational number. Okay, to prove that as a rational number, you need to follow the same step. Assume it as a rational, and that is equal to a by b. Where a and b are co-prime. Where a and b are co-prime numbers. What is the next step?
So squaring on both sides.
Squaring on both the sides. Okay, so 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to a by b. 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to a by b. Okay, so before squaring, okay, see here, this squaring is not required here in this problem. Okay, उससे थोड़ा simple है. Okay, no need to, because when you square this one you will get some complicated number here. उतना simple नहीं है ना. In the previous problem we had just root 5 is equal to a by b, and then root 2 is equal to a by b. In such cases you can square on both the sides, but here we have this 3 plus 2 root 5. We have 3 plus 2 root 5. So in such cases, okay, so just take these two numbers to the RHS. How can you take these two numbers to the RHS? See here. So 2 root 5. Okay, if I take this 3 to this side, then you will get a by b minus 3. Yes or no? Any doubts? If you take this 3 to the RHS, you will get minus 3. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you take the LCM, b, a minus 3b. Yes or no? Okay, so in the next step, take this 2 in the denominator. So root 5 is equal to a minus 3b divided by 2b. Any doubts till this step? यहाँ कुछ नहीं कर रहे हम. I'm just moving these two numbers to the RHS. You did this one in 8th and 9th standard, right? Taking 3 to this side and then taking this 2 to the denominator. I don't think you have any doubts in these steps. Any doubts till here? Okay.
No, sir.
No.
Not clear.
What are A and B? What are A and B? What are A and B? A and B are co-prime. Other than that, A and B are integers, right? Yes or no? A and B are integers.
Yes, sir.
Because it is a rational number. A and B are, if it is a rational number, then definitely A and B are integers. Fine. So if A and B are integers, what about this expression? If A and B are integers, what about this expression?
So that is rational.
Definitely this one will be rational, right? Because rational, see here, A minus 3B divided by 2B, as A, B are integers, A minus 3B divided 2B will be definitely some rational number. Yes or no? A minus 3B divided by 2B is a rational number. That is my what? RHS. What about LHS? LHS is root 5. What is root 5? We know that root 5 is, again no need to prove it, root 5 is an irrational number here. We already proved it, right? So root 5 is irrational number. Yes or no? A root 5 is irrational number. Our LHS is irrational number and RHS is rational number. Okay, again no need to prove root 5 is an irrational number here. Okay, you can directly take root 5 as irrational number. So LHS is not equal to RHS because irrational can't be equal to rational number. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hence our assumption is wrong. Hence our assumption is wrong. Okay. Hence our assumption is wrong. So 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Okay, just remember the steps. Okay, just remember the step. This one is far better than that previous two problems. Okay, common factors, divides this, divides that. Okay, kuch nahi isme. Okay, you need to just take the given number as A by B. You need to take given number as A by B and then make some rearrangements. Okay, just move these 3 and 2 to the RHS. Then you will get root 5 is equal to some expression. Okay, where A and B are integers. As A and B are integers, our RHS is a rational number. But LHS is root 5, which is irrational. Hence, LHS is not equal to RHS. Our assumption is wrong. So, 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational number. So, how many of you understood this problem?
Sir, understood.
Understood.
Finally, sir, bit biddri sir. And illandre ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ?